guys, so this is a very awkward video for me to film. I mean, my chest is so heavy right now to even talk about this, but I have to be honest with you guys because like I consider you guys like a part of my life, because you have been technically part of my life. I've, you know, let you in my home, so I feel like I should share this with you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. Sorry if this jacket is making noise. All my clothes are in the wash right now, like including my sweater, so I just have my spring jacket on right now. But anyways, let's get into this. Okay, where do I even start? So I quit my job early. I know it's probably something that you guys aren't really surprised about, because I did tell you that I was going to quit, but I didn't tell you that I was gonna quit this early. Like my initial quit status was going to be like August, September, but I mean, life happens, and let me start from the beginning, I guess, so I'm not like all over the place. I hope you guys can't even like see how nervous I am right now. Okay, so back in like 2012, I started this job, which was working at a nursing home. I was 21 years old, and I just turned 21 actually. It was a week after my 21st birthday. I started a whole new thing where I wasn't working at the banks anymore. I was making like $80 a week at my old job, so me finding a full-time job was a big deal for me. So I just, you know, I enjoyed the schedule. I enjoyed the people that I was working with, and things were just going great. I got really comfortable. When I started, I was making around $8.25 an hour. Minimum wage was $8 back in 2012 in Massachusetts. So I thought I was living the dream. I thought I had an awesome job. Like, life was great. In my head, I thought I was making bank. But then again, that was 21-year-old Kira. I wasn't as mature as I am now. I don't want to make the story too long for you guys because I don't want to bore you to death. But fast forward to a couple of years later, I felt that I wasn't making as much money. The money thing at that job was an issue for me. It's always been in the back of my head, but then it was sometimes I just ignore it. So like when things would go wrong, like scheduling and stuff, if we got our hours cut, whatever, like I would just be like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? They already pay us crap. And then we would get our hours back, and then things would be back to normal. So it's like a roller coaster ride. So I kind of was like riding off of the fear vibe for a while there. Until like 2017-ish hit. I used to work in like the daytime, and then there was also a night crew. And the night crew would do the weekends. And you guys, if you work in kitchen or if you work in any kind of environment where it's involved with like people have different shifts and stuff, there's bound to be jealousy. There's bound to be like just silly things. And you guys know I'm not a fan of drama. I mean, I don't even watch drama shows. Like, I like horror. So when there's drama around, I tend to literally run away from it. I don't want to be involved in it. I just don't want to hear negativity. Like, I have enough stuff going on in my life. That was my mentality there. There were a couple night crew members that just were flat out rude. They just weren't the nicest people, and they would just cause drama, say that the day shift wasn't doing their job when we were, blah, blah, blah. So there was that part of the situation where it was just drama and, you know, stuff that I just didn't really need to hear, because again, around that time, I just got my own place, which was here, and I was trying to better myself. Another problem was the health insurance thing. The health insurance was so expensive at my job. I couldn't understand how people that work there afforded it. It was like, I would ask people like, how do you have this insurance? This is insane. So I did end up like applying for like a cheaper insurance due to me like opening up a case, because that's like what you have to do if you can't afford the insurance that's offered from your job. So that was another thing. So it's 2 things already. And again, I did a compare and contrast like list before leaving because I don't want to make any mistakes. Another situation, which was the biggest one of them all, was the pay. Like I said before, minimum wage was $8 in 2012. Minimum wage right now in Massachusetts is $12.75. I was making $13 an hour because last June I had gotten a raise for $13. And obviously like each year it graduated to like 10 cents, 15 cents, you know, things like that. I just didn't just go from 8.25 to 13. Like that graduated like each July was my raise. I then started to feel worried because I know that minimum wage is going to keep going up because things are, you know, the economy, the way it's moving and stuff. Like I seen how things were going. So it made me feel a lot of anxiety. And yes, I'm lucky enough to have YouTube as a backup, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But just speaking of this job alone, without YouTube, I would have to say that I felt like I was on a string there when it came to the money. Even if you would ask for a raise, they didn't really care. They didn't care. They would always come up with some dumb excuse saying like the company's not doing well, blah, blah, blah. And it was a bunch of BS. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but it was. Because they would give raises to people that would do like more, or in my words, that would kiss butt. And I'm not that kind of person. Like I will do my job, but not to the extent of me just kissing butt. I'm not that kind of person. I hope I'm not coming off as mean in this video, you guys. Like my chest is so heavy even talking about it, because I know some people at my old job like watch my videos. But anyways, let me continue. And I want to put another disclaimer in, which I forgot to put before. I am not complaining. I know there's other places that are different, that pay less. And hear me out. Cities like Boston, like New York, like minimum wage is different because rent is higher. Yes, I got a great deal with this apartment. Obviously I'm moving out, but I did get a great deal with this apartment and stuff. That's because the area that I'm in and things like that. But it all depends, like what you make, it all depends like on where you live. So if your minimum wage is $7 an hour, your rent is probably not going to be $2,500 or $1,700 like it is in the city here. So keep that in mind, please. Because I already know like some people in the comments are going to say, I wish I made $13 an hour. It all depends on where you live. I promise, I'm hoping that's the only disclaimer I have to put. So with that being the third thing, the fourth thing was poor management. And I'm speaking of the management in the building, and I'm also speaking of corporate. Poor management in general. They don't know how to treat their workers at all. Yeah, they do like these little gift cards they give out during the holidays and stuff. That's wonderful, but they also do claim it on taxes, so it kind of does benefit them in the long run. And I learned that down the road. But what I mean by poor management is that I, as a person, as a human being in that building, didn't feel valued. I felt that my opinion didn't matter, and when we had like our meetings and stuff, I felt that if you were the one to complain about the pay or complain about anything, they'll find a way to fire you. I know it's illegal, blah, 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 but that's how I felt, and they have done it before, multiple times. But besides that, the whole thing of me not being valued as a person, I hate that. I hate that companies do that to people. Whether you make thousands, whether you make millions, whether you make pennies, everybody should be respected in the same way. I feel like what you make and what job title you are shouldn't matter. It really shouldn't matter on how you should get treated. That was probably the biggest thing. That was actually more than the pay, I should say. I'll scratch that. It would be like being not respected and being not valued, then the pay. Those are the things. The drama can be the last part. Like, it's easy to ignore drama. Just stay away from those people. But the pay and not being respected as a human being at a company, those are the things that can make you just go. So that's what I did. My boyfriend helps me do a compare and contrast on why I'm leaving and why should I leave and why shouldn't I leave. Even though I am moving, even though we are going to start our life together, I wanted to see if I should stay at this job for the time remaining or should I leave early to focus on my channel and to not deal with how they treat their workers. So there was a lot more negative than positive, and I decided to put my 2 weeks in early. So I told my boss, which I really don't know him that much. He's new, and I didn't really expect him to care, which he didn't. So with me editing in this, I noticed I didn't really talk much about my boss, but I didn't really have anything against the guy. He just didn't understand my personality traits, where I am an introvert. I am, I'm just a quiet person. Not to mention that I was the only vegan in the kitchen, only minimalist. So I was considered weird. And he just didn't really understand my lifestyle. So maybe that's why we never really clicked. But that was that situation that I kind of forgot to add into the video. But my other coworkers, which they are amazing, and I'm going to miss them all. They were all happy that I'm moving on and that I'm doing my own thing. And that was another thing that made me feel bad. I know I shouldn't get into other people's business and stuff, like I said, but those coworkers that I was working with forever, they've been there for over 20 years. They were making like $14.70 an hour. I'm like, you've been here for like 22 years. Why are they paying you that? You should be getting paid more. They basically were like the ones that kept that place running, kitchen wise, I should say. So it's, it's sad, and I didn't want to bring them up. That's their life. They make their own decisions and stuff. So that's why I didn't really want to say that. We are speaking upon what my decision was. But I am generally happy that I left, even though I have a very heavy anxiety right now, like very heavy chest and high anxiety, because I was afraid to tell you guys that I quit early, because I don't want to feel that you think I'm non-relatable anymore. I am still Kira. I'm not going to take up a bunch of sponsored videos just to make money. You guys know I'm always trying to help you guys save money, and I love doing YouTube. I love being able to help you guys out, and I don't want to cry, but you guys have given me the confidence that I have been missing my whole life. I was always that person where people would like talk bad about because I wasn't the one doing the right things. I was always like the one to stay back in school and just to not be accordingly like successful to like the people in my society. And you guys made me feel like I'm doing the right thing. So I want to say thank you. But before I get carried away, I don't even want to be like this on camera. But I do want to tell you that there will be a lot more new videos coming soon. I have so many ideas. I feel that I can be a little bit more creative now. You guys will be meeting my boyfriend. I've already talked to him about it. He's completely comfortable with, doing whatever video we decide to do. He said he doesn't want to be on camera all the time, but he will do a couple videos. So I will take it. I'm not going to complain. At least he is willing to be on camera. And I'm happy you guys will get to meet him, because he's an amazing man, and he plays a huge role in my life. I hope this video wasn't too long. I am finally free of the 9 to 5 right now. I am again going to try to do YouTube. If things don't work out with YouTube, then I will just get another job. It's not that serious. I will try my best to figure out what I want to do with my life. I mean, at the end of the day, it's my life, so I should be able to think it through and, just go with the flow as of right now, and just hope and wish for the best. So if you are struggling with your day job, if you feel like you're unappreciated, and if you feel like the pay is just not fair to you, do a compare and contrast list, and then just start looking for another job. I know it's easier said than done, trust me. Especially with me being there for 8 years, I'm like, I just left a whole chunk of my soul there, because I was there for literally 8 years. So I understand how hard it is, and it's taken me this long to realize what's more important in my life. But anyways, you guys, I really hope you still stick with me through this journey. I will be again doing a lot more videos, and I am excited to take you along with me, hoping this anxiety goes down, because as of right now, like I said, it feels like I'm on vacation, because it's only been a week with me not being there. It was the best decision for my future. So anyways, thank you for watching, and if you have any other questions, message me on Instagram, comment me down below. I have time now, so I try my best to get to each and every one of you guys. Please don't feel offended if I haven't got to you, but I will. There's only so much time in the day, but trust me, I will definitely get to your message or your comment. But on that note, I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye.